What's up, guys, and welcome to a different edition of the FPL Today team selection video for Game Week 18, where everything is pretty much up in the air. I'm recording this Thursday night, and by the time you watch this, if you're watching it on Friday, things could have changed drastically even more. Even the graphics on this video won't be completely correct because I did them 3 o'clock Thursday, and by the time I get home to record the video, more games have been postponed. But let's get into how I'm doing so far in Game Week 17 and what my plans are for Game Week 18. So we are currently on 20 points for Game Week 17, and usually I'd be very negative about that because 20 points is not much at all. However, it's actually seen a small rise in rank of 2k because everyone seems to be having a bad game week, unless potentially you had the likes of Foden in your side or Watkins. In that case, you're laughing, you would have seen a massive rise in rank. Now, as far as I can tell, I do have some players still to come on, but I also have a player that can't come off the bench because he's not playing. And so we'll go over the side, and we have managed to get 20 points thanks to Smith Rowe and Ben White. Literally, that's all the returns I have so far. Smith Rowe coming off the bench to get a goal, and Ben White keeping a clean sheet in the game against West Ham. Everyone else has basically got points for turning up, but we did have Dennis in the starting lineup, who of course Watford's game was postponed, and we had Wilson on the bench to come on for him. We're now going to get Livramento instead of Wilson, although I put Wilson on the graphic, but he's not in the starting 11 for Newcastle. So we are now relying on Reece James, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jota and Salah to do it for us, to get us a respectable game week score, and maybe even a good rise in rank, because we tripled up on Liverpool, and if James is a significant player in the Chelsea game, then we could see a nice big jump. But we don't need to talk about this so much. I think it's much more prevalent to talk about Game Week 18 and what our plan is there. So I'm not going to faff about, just whack up the team graphic that I did make for this game week. And we're going to talk about where it's already gone wrong, literally 3 hours after I made it. Now Sanchez, Bowen, Antonio, Dennis, Steele and Livramento, all of their games are postponed. Those fixtures are Southampton versus Brentford, Watford versus Crystal Palace, West Ham versus Norwich and Everton versus Leicester. All postponed fixtures, and there's a chance that we will see more postponed fixtures coming up. So, as you can see, my side has been affected by that, with those players no longer playing, and I can actually not field a full team. 9 players is the best I can do for this game week with the side I have, 10 if you include the transfer. That's also with us not knowing why Wilson isn't in the starting 11 for Newcastle, and Bernardo Silva currently on a caution for a potential injury. So instead of going over the transfers I believe I'm going to bring in, instead of going over the fixtures, I'm going to explain the most likely strategy I will use for Game Week 18, with the fact that more fixtures might be postponed, and also the fact that we might see a potential postponement of the season. Now, unfortunately, I know a lot of you won't have this, but I do still have my wildcard. And to be honest, the only reason I haven't played it is I haven't seen a time when I've necessarily wanted to. Now, I could potentially go into this game week and it would be luck of the draw completely with 11 players and maybe even a playing bench. Who knows? Crazier things have happened this year and last. But the issue with my side is the triple ups and double ups. If Man City's fixture is postponed, that's 2 players I'll have out if Bernardo is fit. If Liverpool's fixture is postponed, and that is against Spurs, who have had a lot of postponements already, then I lose 3 players. But outside of that, I don't really have double coverage, apart from if you count Brighton with Sanchez and Steele. So I could play my wild card, and I did mock up the players I would take out. Here it is on the screen right now. These would have been the players I took out to bring in players from other sides that could play. And of course, I'd avoid the teams that have their fixtures already postponed, although they might have been included had I not got that announcement already. So fingers crossed I can build some sort of decent side, and I'm not going to be able to make another video on it. And unfortunately, I don't have the time to make that side right now. But I will be playing the wildcard and on the community tab for this channel and on Twitter, so make sure to go follow me on JNO_FPL. I will release my wildcard team because I really do believe I'll be playing my wildcard. And if I'm not going to, I will also let you guys know on the community tab and probably in the comments of this video. But it is crazy times and I want to hear about all of your headaches in the comments down below, because who knows how long this season is going to continue for before a postponement, and also who knows how it's going to affect all our FPL games. Plenty of potential double game weeks are coming in the future, depending on how this all plays out. Feels like very familiar ground, a bit of deja vu, and this whole kind of fixture disruption is what really hurt my last 2 previous seasons. So let's see if we can navigate it a bit better this time. If you have enjoyed this video, or if you just got some Christmas cheer about you because it is Christmas next week, let's look at some positives. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All of that really helps me with the YouTube algorithm, as well as getting involved in the comments. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game. And stay safe.